Oh, hello. Today I'm reviewing the Hori fighting stick for Xbox Series S and X. Alright, let's unbox the Hori fight stick. And here's what comes in the box. You've got the fighting stick. You also get nothing. It's a fight stick. That's all. Alright, so why would you want to buy this thing? How about an opening chassis for customization? Hayabusa buttons and a stick lever. Top panel customization. Key lock mode. And 4 custom profiles. First up, let's talk about the Hayabusa buttons and stick lever. This is pretty self-explanatory. If you're buying a fight stick, you're probably expecting a stick lever. The quality of the stick does feel pretty solid, and it was very responsive when playing fighting games. The buttons, however, don't really feel that high quality. They did the trick, but pressing them wasn't as satisfying as I wanted them to be. The controller as a whole definitely feels well built. Full disclosure though, I don't really play fighting games, and this was my first time using a fight stick. Outside of the arcade, of course. I tried the fight stick and a regular controller side by side to see if my performance would be affected. Spoiler alert, I was terrible with both. That being said, my experience with fighting games is pretty much limited to Mortal Kombat 3 on the Super Nintendo. Hori also makes a controller version of the fight stick called the Fighting Commander Octa. After testing it out, I found it was a good middle ground if you don't want to fully commit to a full-sized arcade controller. Again though, I was still terrible at fighting games regardless of my controller choice. The fighting stick is a bit bulky, so it is nice to have the Octa if you're limited on space. The fighting stick also has a chassis that can open up so you can customize the buttons. Although when I opened it up, it just looked like a mess of cables to me. I'm honestly not sure how to customize anything here. That being said, I'm not an electrical engineer, but maybe you are. So good luck. If you'd like to customize your buttons in a simpler way, you can download the Hori app directly onto the Xbox. You can use the app for button remapping or to customize your audio settings. You can also use the app to set up different profiles, which can be useful if you play different fighting games. You can build up to 4 profiles, all of which can be switched with the press of a button on the controller. Something that I did find very cool was the ability to change the top panel insert. All you have to do is open the panel and you can customize the physical appearance of the controller with pretty much anything you can imagine. It's a great way to personalize the fight stick and really make it your own. Although I didn't use it, the fight stick has a key lock mode that can easily be toggled on or off with the flip of a switch. The key lock basically disables the menu, share, and view buttons so you don't accidentally press them when you're playing a game. As far as price goes, the Hori fighting stick will run you about $200. As for the Octa controller, you're looking at about 50 bucks. So let's talk pros. The fighting stick does make it more fun to play fighting games, and the amount of customizability is pretty great. As far as cons go, I didn't really like the way the buttons felt. I guess the best way to describe it is that I wish they were a bit more clicky, kind of like in an arcade. And at $200, the price is a little bit steep. That being said, if you're a fan of fighting games, this could be a good investment. So what's my final verdict? I give the Hori fighting stick 3.5 out of 5. Hey guys, if you enjoyed that review, let us know in the comments section. Also make sure to check out all the other great content on The Gamer, and like, and subscribe.